Heading: International agreements and commitments to environmental concerns. Side heading 1, Introduction. First point. International agreements are treaties and conventions made between countries to address global environmental problems. Second point. Environmental issues such as climate change, ozone layer depletion, loss of biodiversity, and pollution cannot be controlled by a single country alone. Third point. These agreements help countries work together and adopt common strategies for environmental protection. Side heading 2, Major international environmental agreements. First point. Stockholm Conference, 1972. The United Nations Conference on the Human Environment was held in Stockholm, Sweden in 1972. It was the first major international conference focused on environmental issues. It resulted in the formation of the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP. Second point. Montreal Protocol, 1987. It was created to control substances that damage the ozone layer, especially chlorofluorocarbons (CFCs). It helped reduce ozone depletion and is considered a successful environmental agreement. Third point. Rio Earth Summit, 1992. The United Nations Conference on Environment and Development was held in Rio de Janeiro. It introduced the concept of sustainable development. Agenda 21 was adopted as an action plan for global environmental protection. Fourth point. Kyoto Protocol, 1997. It was an agreement under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC. It aimed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from developed countries. It focused on controlling global warming. Fifth point. Paris Agreement, 2015. It is a global agreement to combat climate change. Countries committed to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Its goal is to limit the increase in global temperature. Side heading 3. International commitments for environmental protection. First point. Climate change control. Countries commit to reducing carbon emissions and promoting clean energy sources. Second point. Conservation of biodiversity. Nations work to protect endangered species, forests, and natural ecosystems. Third point. Sustainable development. Countries promote development that meets present needs without affecting future generations. Fourth point. Pollution control. International efforts are made to reduce air, water, and soil pollution. Fifth point. Protection of ozone layer. Countries follow agreements to eliminate ozone-depleting substances. Side heading 4. Importance of international environmental agreements. First point. They encourage cooperation between countries to solve environmental problems. Second point. They provide guidelines and standards for environmental protection. Third point, they promote sustainable use of natural resources. Fourth point, they help in reducing global environmental risks. Fifth point, they increase awareness about environmental conservation worldwide.